Welcome to the Theran Adventures.
We always have to cut that bit because Michael's loud.
Is this live?
This
What are
is
you
live.
gonna do
We're
when
live.
I'm always
We're
loud?
doing it
What are you
live.
gonna do now, buckos?
Oh no!
We are the Gelatinous Noobs. This is our Wednesday night, the Theran Adventures. We are very excited to have you. This is our actual play. We've been playing for, it's going to be going on 3 years, but like almost, we're getting close to 4.
Yeah.
Well, 4 is next. But like 4 calendar years. It'll be
And
very
all 9
exciting.
episodes encompass that entire 4 years.
We play for months at a time. Anyway.
I've even lived before. I am just my character.
With that, we do have some interesting videos on the horizon, some lore to get you caught up on the Theran Adventure, so stay tuned for that. Check out our YouTube. Quick shout out to White Toe Trading Co. Thank you for giving us our promo code, Gelatinous Noobs, 10% off on their Etsy and websites. We really appreciate it. And guys, we're 2 followers away. 2 followers,
From a
2
Discord server?
followers away from a Discord server.
Why don't you
I'm
buckle
just
my
saying, you could talk to us all the time. Because
Could be that too.
we all have brain rot, and it's the D&D variety. We like talking
Always.
about it at all the times.
And the
We
best
have
appeal of that
extensive
is
lore.
all these guys stream, but that's the only place you can find me is Discord. So
Or me. Or you can find him at his house at address.
With that, anybody else have any other announcements?
You stole mine.
I'm a thief.
Thief.
Steve, any streaming announcements?
Catch me Sunday.
People stream. Look
Catch
'em
me
up.
Sunday. Catch these
When
hands.
are you
the
streaming
people.
Sunday?
I haven't
Me?
decided yet.
Yeah, right.
Me either.
I'm too cool for
What are you
that.
streaming?
yeah, I agree.
I haven't decided yet.
I was gonna say I have a life. but I
I'm
don't
playing a
really.
new game
Yeah.
called
I'm just
Temtem.
not that interesting. Nobody wants
It's
to
on
watch
PC.
me.
It very much so gives Pokemon vibes, Pokemon trainer vibes. It's very cute, and it's my first playthrough, so
Check it out.
we're doing that on Sunday.
New game, new playthrough. Well, I'm on board.
I think I might be playing indie horror, so I might be doing
No.
Is Simon there and Snafu.
I'm shocked.
Is Simon there?
Is Simon there?
Is he? Simon there?
I don't know.
Let me know what time you stream. I'll try to stream earlier or later so that I can be in your stream.
Since
I'll
I'm
stream
my
at
mod
the
to
same
probably
time,
like
so I
love
take
it,
all
yeah.
your viewers.
5.
We're all about the competition here. You know what that reminds me of? Last week on the Theran Adventures. Our party was very happy to see the return of poetry, although she was in a little bit of an unfamiliar state, being asleep. A little upset about how this came to be. The party had some individual discussions about deal making with strange entities and the ramifications of them. Some words were had, some thoughts, some new guidelines for the future use of deal making with powerful entities, and also some new questions. Party decided that the best course of action would be to return to La Raquise, get some repairs, get some answers on this mysterious bugbear that seems to be the culprit behind the assassination of Wrath, Yenna's son, as well as maybe a lead on the disappearance of the idol of Zeral, a religious artifact for the La Raquise people. You got some answers, learning that poetry was under an unseelie fey curse, that in order to break it, you might need to deal with this procurer individual, whatever that means. You guys took a lot of time trying to figure out what to do. What's the best course of action? Because at some point, got to handle this book situation, because that seems to be the real threat. You guys talked about some connections to the Shadow Syndicate, Saloon's journal, maybe as a possible lead on finding more books. But for now, you decided that the best thing to do would be to follow through on your promise to Holgen and Axel, returning them to Idun, and not to mention collecting a nice reward for it. So the party decided to set sail. Lute, on the way to the ship, contacted Muriel, a local singer and aspiring artist who was very excited to get to Idun and very excited to have Lute call her. It is here that we join our party. They are mere hours away from arriving at Idun. It has been several days on the airship, the Opie, with their new crew of 10. So I ask you, what do you all do?
I'm definitely going to be giving Lute and Muriel some space so they can do their thing.
If there is any RP specifically that you would like to have with other characters or anything like that, now is the time to let me know. If you're just, hey, this is a brief rundown of what I've done in the past 7-8 days of travel, this is a good time to say that as well.
So, the past days of travel, when Annalyn's not working, I would be hanging out with my own personal Dr. Lior Tassoni and introducing her to Theran and putting her up on the lizard, letting her getting him out a little bit, and move around, and not too much because obviously a ship, but spending time that not just physically but building that relationship.
Building an emotional relationship. Roll a insight and roll. Do things get physical on this journey? I mean, it's several days.
Naturally.
Let me ask you this: how many times do you think things get physical?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay.
Naturally, we fade to black.
I'm completely oblivious. I'm love struck. It's a 6.
You are. You're kind of taken with her. You've never really met anybody that has the same sense of value of adventure that you do. And it's not just like, oh, we want to be free and wild and do all these things, but having that perspective of like every moment is important. You know, every blade of grass that you see is going to be different, and you're never going to see it the same because you'll never be there that same moment. And there is a preciousness to that you really, especially in this state of mind with everything that's been going on in the past couple of months, that you really enjoy.
And especially with the stuff with my son, there's a conversation I want to have, but it's not there yet.
Roll me 3 wisdom saves.
Good Lord.
Not 1, not 2, but
That's not
It's
good.
because every
fine.
time
Off
they
to a
boink,
great start.
is she gonna eat his brain? Eat her brain, my bad.
Boink City. Is she a siren?
4
I just stare at the DM.
10.
Tell me your secrets.
and a 21.
Really good, guys. It's mind blowing.
Matt's got a really good poker face. So.
I know
4,
they
10, 21.
4, 10, 21. Okay. All right, that's it. Anything else? You
Not anymore.
wake
Thanks
up.
a lot.
You wake up. You wake up most mornings feeling a sense of rejuvenation. Really like of mind, body, and spirit. It's a closeness to a person that you haven't really felt since your husband.
Yep.
I mean, it really, you don't know if it's the circumstance, if it's just everything that's going on, or maybe your own vulnerable state, but you genuinely feel yourself falling for this person. With that, you have a pretty normal 6 days of travel. You know what I mean? You get to know her and you spend most of the time not isolating yourselves from the other. You talk and, are normal, but you find yourself with her more often than not.
Agreed.
Preoccupied.
I'm definitely going to try to, day 1, I'm going to try to, talk to Lute about,
About.
is he gonna shoot a shot with Muriel?
Go ahead.
So, how's it going?
Elm's the best person to give romance written advice.
And
That's
you.
what I was thinking.
So, Elm, you got any advice?
That's us one.
I didn't even say anything. I'm just saying how things are going.
Well, they just started, I guess.
So,
So, you got any advice?
what did you are you is it official?
No, I just invited her on the ship. This is day 1.
Oh shit, yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I didn't know how much you guys had talked before.
What are your passive
You guys-
perceptions?
You guys seem pretty close. Not high. 12.
13.
Okay.
16? Wait,
Okay.
what is mine? Let me figure it out. Before I just start throwing numbers out, let me
whisper everything to
let me just figure this
It's actually
out.
Muriel at the door, listening.
Muriel.
The things I do for love.
Muriel.
Um,
Hello, everybody.
all
I'm
names you had.
Muriel.
a 14. Anyway, Well, I mean, I'm just kind of more proud of you. I haven't really seen you, like, I guess, giddy over somebody.
Thank you.
No, I just, I'm happy for you.
So, any do's or don'ts? You got anything,
Probably don't do a lot of the things that I've done, but also do some of the things that I've done.
Okay.
I think at the end of the day, just be yourself. She fell for you, so obviously, that's what's most important.
So you think she has fallen for me?
I think so.
Okay.
The instant that you were like, "Hey, come on the ship," she was like, "I'm there." She was excited. I think she's excited to see the City of Splendor, but I also think that she's excited to be with
See
you.
the city of Lute?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Ugh.
Episode title.
I think more or less just how about, I don't know, go teach her some music or whatever. Just get to know her a little bit more. 'Cause
Gotcha.
right now you just kind of, you do music and you've really impressed her with that. So just, I don't know, dive a little deeper.
Gotcha. I'll go deeper.
Where's this conversation happening? In the hall? In the lounge?
I would like to walk
Probably
past if
like
possible.
the cafeteria.
Cafeteria. You guys are
We're
sitting
sitting
there.
at a table eating.
You guys are sitting there having a conversation. You notice that it's mostly empty in here. However, neither of you noticed Basalt just sitting at the same table that you're at, just on the other end. And he's just looking.
I love Basalt.
That was almost as good an advice as yours.
I think so, yeah. I'm not trying to give advice. I'm just,
Well, I was asking for it, so thank you.
well, Listen, I feel like I'd love to give you advice, but half the time it just either kind of doesn't work or it works, and that's just love, man. That's just how it goes.
I love you too, Elm.
I love you too.
60% of the time.
Every time.
But yeah, I mean, Rhea is back, and that was pretty cool. I think that was through the power.
You're
of
walking as he is. Ray is back as you're walking into the room, the cafeteria.
Yeah, that is cool.
I play it cool. I go to get some breakfast.
Hello.
I think
Good
with your
morning.
with your passive perceptions, you guys are just in the conversation. You don't notice her coming in.
What time is it? Is it morning?
It's the afternoon.
Whenever you came and talked to me,
Probably
you
about
set
what?
the scene up.
Yeah, I did. Probably when I was eating Cheerios.
Okay, it's early morning.
I sit down with a muffin. What's up?
Just talking to him about Muriel.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's giving me the do's and don'ts.
Mostly the
he
don'ts.
is. Good morning, Basalt. I like the energy.
You see, he goes back. He's eating. It's not rocks.
A bowl
It's
of
not
rocks.
rocks.
Fruity Pebbles?
But it's not food either. It's like
Dirt.
it's like compacted dirt chips
It's
that he's just kind of poured some
Mud.
He's essentially poured a little bit of water. It's not enough to make it like a cereal, but they're damp. And he's just,
It's like oatmeal.
That's awesome, man.
as he smiles, it's just mud teeth.
But yeah, we're just kind of talking about Lute and Muriel, and
You should be careful.
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, you want to pursue a relationship with her?
I don't know what I want to pursue. I just want to get to know her, and if stuff
that's kind of what I told
happens,
him.
stuff happens.
That's what I told him.
Okay.
Just
Well, we started the conversation with her she likes your music. You're a good kid, debatably.
Indubitably.
that.
But we started it out with telling her we have an airship and we're going to the place she wants to go.
That is also true.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Oh, yes, I thank you for that. Elm was completely just, go get it.
You should. If you have feelings for her, you want to pursue a relationship, go. But stay guarded until proven otherwise. People have to earn your trust.
I think you guys, all three of you, notice that while the conversation has its ebbs and flows, when you guys talk and get a little more serious, Basalt kind of, and then when it's more affirmative, he goes,
He speeds up the nodding.
He's great at reading conversation.
Does he speak common?
I
So?
don't think so. Yes.
Yes. All right. I don't think he does.
But he can't speak it?
I don't think he knows what we're saying.
The jury's out.
You guys keep looking at him as you guys do this question. He just like gets up and walks away.
Yeah.
He puts his empty plate down and he goes back to work.
Yeah, no.
I feel kind of bad about
I
that.
think Zari can talk to him.
Zari can talk to a lot of people. Also, him and Zari kind of have a lot in common, if you think about it.
Like what?
Hard exterior, like
Hard interior.
soft interior.
How do you know Basal has a soft interior?
Do you see how much he
He's
smiles?
very friendly.
He's very smart.
I mean, physically,
Oh, you mean
he has
like
a hard exterior.
emotionally?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He
I
probably rocks on the inside too.
Okay,
Zari's
I was
not-
going literal.
Made of rock.
No.
He's made of rock, right?
Basalt?
Yeah.
He's a Earth Genasi. There is a lot of like stone features to him. It's difficult to say. I mean, how much have you studied the anatomy of Earth Genasis?
Yeah,
I
when
would
I,
say-
think
I
of
would
him, I
say-
think a
I would
giant
say-
rock golem.
I would say for those of you who are not as well educated, the common assumption is, yeah, they're just rocks all the way through.
That's what I assume anyway. He's just a rock guy.
Wait. So, he was eating
He's
Uh-huh.
eating
rocks.
mud.
He's eating himself.
I mean, that's not uncommon.
Yeah, have you seen Lute?
You look at Lute's plate, it's just skin.
Oh my. Maybe don't do that in front of Muriel.
Yeah. Or you can,
Like,
if she likes
maybe
it, you
later
guys
on
can
in
have
the
a snack.
I was just about to say, Muriel sits down with a plate of Lute's skin.
Wow, this is progressing so fast.
Finally, I'm not judged for my kinks.
Well, I'll let you enjoy your bowl of you, and I'm gonna
I'll take both your guys' advice to heart.
Yeah.
And
just know if you have any questions, just come to me or her or whatever. Probably stay away from Zari.
stay away from why.
I would argue that Zari probably has the longest relationship with someone who's living because Yenna's husband is dead.
Damn.
Yenna walks in just as you say this and turns around and walks out.
And it's like, what? We're not having breakfast? And she just follows you. Okay,
Right.
okay, round two.
I mean, poetry in her. Yes, poetry is also in a coma, but that's work-related accident.
I don't think that were they dating before?
Yes,
They were
they've
just
been
friends.
dating. Well, they've had a relationship for
Goes the
years.
flashbacks of her
Right?
just being like, yeah, poetry's just my friend.
She's just a roommate, okay?
I don't
Maybe
know.
she didn't tell you because, brother.
She doesn't tell me a lot.
I get the vibe that they've been through some shit.
Don't
Likely.
mind the tavern music.
Well- I'm going to the top deck because I can only be in this damp kitchen for so long.
The kitchen is not damp.
To me, it is.
Okay.
We pull away out of this scene. Is there any other RP instances that happen over the 7 or 8 days of travel?
Well, if Yenna and them are boinking, how many times do we boink?
None. Big.
6.
I'm just
Six.
imagining. Come on, please.
They're doing it. Why can't
Why
we
can't
do
we
it?
do it?
He's hearing this
Yenna's
from Yenna's room.
Yenna's boinking all the time.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
Elm's inner competitive streak is beginning to show.
Ours
Come on, they
is
just
way
did it
more. Ours
again.
is way more smooth. It's more.
That's true.
Oh, I can make so many bad jokes, but I'm not going to.
Oh,
Get
man.
us demonetized.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like Zari doesn't really leave the room that poetry's in too often. Like, she'll go get food, but then she kind of just hangs out.
Every once in a while, Chef comes in, changes the feed that goes through her nose into her throat.
Yeah, Zari's also not about that, so she steps out every time that happens. She's like, eh.
You hear it in your mind, just like, come on, it's really neat. Like, it just goes right in. Just look.
And Zari's like,
You see her head just physically as they start feeding the tube and it smoothens out.
and she's like, I'm trying so hard not to throw up right now.
At a, cer-
My nurse brain is like, don't tell Matt. It's fantasy.
at a certain point, if you're in the room with her,
I would have loaded you up with baked goods to take in because we didn't see her leave the room much.
Yeah.
So you have a platter of baked goods from Chef.
It's Elm.
It's unlocked.
I just thought I'd be courteous and knock first. Brought you some food.
Thanks.
Just wanted to say I am sorry. I obviously didn't know that it would turn out this way. I was hoping that it would be fine and she would just be back with us. But, I mean, I guess I'm glad that she's here with us, but I wish that it wasn't this circumstance. And I'm sorry. But we'll make this right.
Yeah. She's like, yeah. Somehow. I feel like this is like early on into like the adventure, and then like that kind of like spurs her thinking, her thought process. A couple days in, she'd probably like reach out to Oratar and just see if like he has any words of wisdom that he can like impart on her in like a non-clericy type of way.
Roll religion.
Oratar, summon.
Why
It's your
in
favorite
a non-clericy way?
Because I'm not a cleric.
It's your
That doesn't mean
favorite
you can't
lesbian.
talk to your
Help me.
god or try to
15.
reach out.
You can, but like
I'm not a
The
cleric.
clerics
I
have the
just
whole
play
thing
one
of,
on
like-
TV.
Don't worry, I won't
Divine
give you
intervention.
divine intervention. You begin to reach out in prayer, trying your best to find wisdom, find some sort of direction, some sort of answer to make either this problem not necessarily go away, but easier, make her getting a sense of like her comfort level. How do you make this as painless as possible for her?
yeah, I feel like also part of it's also like, can you just cancel it? You're more powerful than he is. Could you just like?
So you're just like, dear God, make this go away. Pretty please.
You're pretty fucking sick.
Just like most prayers.
Tell me you're just like most prayers.
Just make it stop.
You feel a
You did
sense.
this to me.
I'm
You
sorry.
feel a sense of presence, of acknowledgement, but that's about it.
Okay.
Left
I get
on
up and I'm like, well, that
red.
was fucking stupid. As you knock, you hear her say that. She actually goes, well, that was fucking worthless, and then she like opens the door.
God, I've asked you one time. Help me, please.
Is this a bad time?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Do you mind if I come in?
Sure.
I sit in a chair, assumably. There's a chair,
No.
There's like a chair and like a blanket.
and like Poetry's body.
She's like in her bed. She's like in the middle of the bed, and then like you get the sense that Zari's just been like sleeping in the chair. She's got like bags under her eyes.
Yeah,
She's going through it.
she is. How are you doing?
Well, I'm here.
We could probably get you like a cot instead of the chair to sleep in.
No, this is fine. I prop my legs up on the bed. It's fine.
I wanted to come and check on you because I know if the roles were reversed, if it was someone that I loved as deeply as you care for poetry, that I would be very distraught. We're going to fix this.
I think she kind of sits down across from you, like eye level.
Mm-mm.
This is like the most eye contact you've ever gotten from her ever.
You look normal now.
And she's like, I have a stupid idea.
Okay, not all ideas. Let's hear it.
Not all. No, let's hear it.
Should I? No, let's hear it out.
So, what if? Okay, what if?
I'm here.
And I'm asking you because you've been through shit.
Correct.
Would it be a bad idea to call that thing back?
For what purpose? To make a deal?
To wake her up?
So making a deal.
I don't think we can kill her.
I don't think we can either.
Even with Lute's magic, where they move really slow and their brains are like whipped into shape or whatever.
I don't think,
I think it could
know
still get
enough
away.
about that entity.
I think it could still get
don't.
away. Even if it did. Even if he was stronger than it in that brief 6 seconds.
So you want to bargain?
I don't know. Not really, but like,
You're feeling that is the only solution.
what other solution is there? We can't kill it.
So you've been sitting in your room with poetry, thinking about this.
Stewing on it.
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to bargain? It's a trade.
It is
I
a
think.
trade.
With a caveat, I'm sure.
Of course. Wish you weren't here. You make me nervous in this situation. No, he has to listen.
I mean, he
God
can't. No,
has
he
to
can't
listen.
metagame.
Yeah,
He's
we'll metagame.
Oratar right now.
Metagame. I'm the ship. I really wish I had it so I could go. It's on the other side underneath the TV.
Damn. I think at this point you notice, like, in her hands, she's got, like, her locket. You know she always has her locket.
Mm-hmm. That's important to you.
Yeah. She kind of, like, clicks it open. I don't think you've ever seen the inside of it. Inside you see 2 little pink tiefling girls. You recognize one as Zari and the other one looks a lot like her, but, like, not identical.
Mm.
And it's, like, half stained with blood.
Is that your?
Sister. Obviously before she died. And the way that she did.
If you give him this, he's probably gonna take the part of you that ever knew about your sister. Like when he asked Lute for his musical ability.
Yeah.
And you're okay with that? Granted, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. He's
Yeah. I would
chaos personified, I feel like.
Me.
To his mustache.
I think I would be okay with it. I went 22 years not knowing what happened to her. I don't need to know, I guess. I didn't know the whole time up until I died, and then I saw it, and then...
I think this could be important enough.
So the only thing is...
Yeah?
I need this to cast spells, so I wouldn't be able to do magic until we got to a town and I could just, like,
Get a focus.
get a focus or get a little pouch or something.
I think he's gonna really want that then. Or at least you're gonna have to act like you really don't want to part with it.
But, like, it's been my life goal to, like, show my parents that I'm not the monster that they think I am, which is related to this. So if I can't remember it, then my whole life goal is gone. So, like,
That's huge. I know that what you did wasn't you. We've talked about courage. What your parents did was fucked. And I know it's more for you, that satisfaction of showing them. They don't deserve that.
Yeah, parents are the worst.
Rhea's like, tell me about it.
Yenna, in this very moment, you get a message from Raven. Dad, just want to let you know how much I love you and how great you are.
Thank you so much.
I miss you so much.
Except her dad's dead. Her mom's alive.
Raven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but,
You said dad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
Mom,
I-
you suck. I'm talking about Dad.
I think
Anyway.
you see this look in her eyes when you're like, I wanted to show my parents that I wasn't the monster that they thought I was. I get that. I spent a lot of my life showing the world that I could be the monster they thought I was. I think at the end of the day, when you find people that you care about, you don't need to prove anything to anyone else. You know that you're a good person. You know you care about people. You love poetry.
Meh.
But this would be a huge thing for you. I'm not an expert on deals, but that sounds like a pretty good bargain.
I think we have to choose words carefully. Because if there's any loopholes, he's going to find a way to exploit them.
And I think, speaking from personal experience, when I was really hurt that Elm did not seek out my counsel, I think we should talk to everyone to just get their thoughts on it. Because, yes, it affects you, but we care about you, and so it affects all of us. You have a lot of visitors.
I do get a lot of visitors.
Because you're not leaving the room. We have to come to you. Anyway. Do you open your door?
Whose footsteps did I hear walking up, Matt?
Assaults.
Dude.
Didn't hear any footsteps.
I don't open the door.
Okay.
I didn't hear any footsteps, so I don't know who it is.
You just hear everyone's footsteps?
Yeah.
What do my footsteps sound like?
You drag your feet.
Very masculine.
It
Thank
depends.
you.
It depends on how you're trying to walk. Like if you're like sneaking around,
Wait, you can hear me when I sneak out?
sometimes
Fuck.
I
That's
hear
why-
everything.
That's why I put my room far away from yours.
I hear everything. Anyway, you know what else I was thinking about while I've been in here? How old is Muriel? We didn't kidnap her, did we?
I didn't even
Like-
ask
like
it.
she's
I
an
didn't
adult,
ask if she
right?
has parents.
She's an adult, right?
I don't know. We should probably ask Lute that.
Let's hope she's not an adult so Luke can get some.
Let's hope
Young
she's not
adult.
a child.
Young adult.
Let's hope it's statutory right.
We
Oh, let's hope that it's 17,
Sorry.
the same age as Luke.
It's been a
What if
great
she-
stream, everybody.
What if she didn't get permission from her parents?
What if her parents are dead?
We're gonna put an Amber Alert on her. We're gonna be fugitives.
What's that?
Again.
I'm gonna open the door.
You see the procurer
Close the door.
standing there.
I mean, we're not ready for this.
You go to close the door and he puts his hand on it and he goes, last chance.
Look, he loves to do this. He said this to Elm.
I can go, but you just won't see me again. Up to you.
Were you just around?
Oh, I felt somebody was wishing I was here. I just had to answer the call.
Weird, because that wasn't happening.
Can I take out one of my sending stones, the one to Captain Uther, and be like, "Can you send the rest of the MILF Hunters in to Poetry's room?"
to your room. It's Poetry's room now.
I think poetry was set up in a different room.
Captain Uther, I don't think has those things. Oh wait, you do. You do have it.
I do.
She does.
I do. It's right here.
It takes a little bit of time, but you guys are slowly gathered,
We're playing
and
cards.
I invite the procurator.
you guys
in.
are brought in, and you invite the procurator in. You see, like, closes the door behind him.
No,
Are we in the
So-
room with them?
We're
No, no, no.
having our other friends come. We're going to talk. We would love to do business with you.
It's gonna be a little hard for them to get here now. You see that he turns, he opens the door, and you see this expansive face space.
Why are
Just as far as the eye can see, lush greenery, weird floating snake centipede creatures crawling up this water that's got a pinkish neon glow to it. It's just very odd and bubbly and weird. He just goes, I'm gonna close the door. There's nasty things out there. So, you want to make a deal? I'm here. The procurer can procure things.
I do kind of wish that. Or
What? Me?
nope, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Alright. So, tell me. You want a deal? I'm here.
It's been 3 weeks since
I brought your girlfriend here. Your brother made a lovely deal. It's such a lovely castle now. It's going to make a wonderful home.
Where's it at?
Ask your brother.
He doesn't know. He's stupid.
Home is where the heart
I
is.
mean, you met him.
He
It's
just.
for him to tell and me to
You
know.
asked him for a castle, and he said sure.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You've
An
been to said
inherited-
castle.
An inherited castle, yes. You have so much to find out.
Whoa! What was? Yeah, throw more stuff at the DM.
Tomato,
Chuck
tomato,
that
tomato.
How dare you spring this on us?
Damn procurer.
So, anyway, that deal is done. There's no more, no take backsies. But your friend is here. She's a little tired, isn't she?
I don't like you very much.
Get that vibe. Is
I
it
don't
you
like a
who
lot
wants
of
to
people.
deal?
And you're about at the bottom of my list. but
I'm the bottom of the list. Well, that's good. There's room
No.
for improvement.
wait. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, do you want to make a deal? Do you want to make a deal? I assume it's about your friend. I could sense your thoughts tingling throughout the universe.
I don't like things
Ether.
in my head. Feeling my thoughts.
Well, don't think about me then. I won't feel them.
Rhea
You two don't
takes
know
your
Faye very
hand
well, do
and
you?
squeezes it. Whatever you decide.
Do you want me to get her out of the way? She's a nuisance, so the two of you can maybe...
I'm dating her brother.
Hey, I'm not going to judge. Secrets.
Plot
As long as he
twist.
doesn't know.
No, you put a thought in
This
my
is a
head. No.
different circumstance.
Fan
Because it
art,
was
go.
sprung on us.
How just like when it was sprung on Elm.
So, friends, I am quite busy. I have things to attend to, plans to enact, so...
But you're not that busy to lurk around our airship.
If people want to give me things, I can appear. It's a wonderful trick of being a fae. We're born to make deals, after all.
Well, you're a busy man. Them, they, woman, goat thing.
Yes.
Okay. And you make deals all the time. You're very busy, right?
Yes.
But if something is worth a deal, sometimes it takes an investment of time.
But what you seem to think is that you're the only ones wanting a deal. Lots of people want deals. So, I can go without yours now that I have a new home. So, I was just doing this as a courtesy because we have such a good rapport. Your brother, your lover, my new castle. So, I can just walk out and leave you to your own devices. Good luck waking her up. She does seem to be quite tired. You see he starts turning the knob slowly.
I'm not making the decision for you.
Perhaps Tootaloo then?
She's looking at you and she's like,
You see that he stepped out, so you can't
Yeah.
really see the outside, and he's got 1 foot. He starts closing the door again.
I don't like him. Elm's gonna kill
It's
us.
too bad. I love both of you. You're so nice and fun and feisty. Heaven and hell, hell and heaven. Ugh. Such a good dynamic, the two of you.
Never would have expected that.
Heaven and hell.
So,
Well.
what would you like?
Elm is gonna hate everything about this.
Oh, I can make him forget. Or he just doesn't need to know.
No.
We can end him now.
We be
I can
transparent.
get him out of the way, too.
He's orchestrating this.
Yes.
That's why he cursed poetry.
Orchestrating.
Yes. Otherwise, you wouldn't have put
I
that
had
caveat.
no idea that you would want her to be awake. He just asked to bring her back, so I did. She was in quite a bit of a tiff. Trust me, being asleep is a lot better than where she was. Do you like a glimpse?
No.
No? Are you sure? Such nasty things were done
I'm
to
sure.
her. Okay, then.
So,
Let me ask you this. What do you want? And then I'll tell you what I want.
Don't like this.
I'm gonna tell you what I have to bargain, and then I'm gonna tell you what I want.
Getting all the cards out.
Being the person who has the cards, perhaps I'll just leave them.
I have something that you might want.
Might being the
Might.
opportune word.
She has something real juicy.
Then let's hear it.
I like hold up the locket.
Mm-hmm.
This is my most prized possession in the entire world.
It is
It is.
your most prized possession.
Yes.
All right.
I need it. This specific locket right here
Mm-hmm.
to do magic. I flip it open. You can see the picture now. This is my sister.
Oh yes.
He like goes to touch and shit.
No. He just he points at it from afar. He goes,
Snaps
"You don't want to see her?
No.
No."
That's not what we're here for.
Puts his hand on the. Could fetch her for you.
No.
You don't miss her? Don't want to say hi? So many questions. See the woman she's
I don't
become?
know her. She's dead.
She doesn't have to be.
That's not what we're here for.
This guy's dangerous.
All right.
I am willing to give you this locket and all memories I have of my sister, Sarmine, specifically her.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my life's goal, right? My life's goal is to prove to my parents that I didn't kill her.
Sure.
So if I give you that memory, my whole life goal is just like gone, right?
Mhm. Sure.
That sounds pretty fucking juicy to me.
Yes, but go on.
In exchange, my friend, my sleeping friend,
Poetry.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you remove your little sleeping curse from her,
Sure.
and she is in the exact same condition she is in on the 20th of Oraton.
Okay.
And she's here on the
Okay.
ship.
With no...
No other conditions, no other caveats. She's awake and she's fine, and I forget my life's goal. And I can't use magic for the time being until I get another arcane focus.
You know the problem when people try to make deals, they usually tend to know exactly what they want. You talk about your life's goal, but clearly it's not as important to you as it is she is to you. So I could wake your friend up, make her just like she was. But I don't want what your life goals are. I want her memory of you.
No.
Then no deal. It's the door. Begins twisting it. Opening it. Last chance. And as you said, I am quite busy, so I do think that this will be the last time I drop in on you and your comrades. Toodaloo then. And he walks through, closes the door. As that door closes, who's knocking on the door? Elm is knocking. You hear a knock on the door.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Oh my god, I wanted to fucking kill him, but we can't kill him. He'd probably kill us.
Where the fuck are they? Why did Uther call us down here?
I don't know. Hey,
You guys are at their door knocking.
And you hear Rhea cursing inside now.
what happened?
The guy you made a deal with showed up.
Well, he only shows up if you ask for him.
We did not ask for him. He said he can sense it.
We were discussing him, and he showed up.
Yes, we didn't even say his name. He just felt.
Okay, so why did he come here?
Because Sorry feels like we can't kill him.
Okay.
So if you can't beat him,
Join him.
No.
make a deal with him. But he's bad news. We did not. She proposed something and he wanted
more.
He's always going to want more.
Yeah.
Should have offered him a castle.
Which, by the way, I do.
Fresh out.
Yeah, I think we're out of castles now. He did mention it was inherited to Elm, so I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
But we didn't make a deal with him. I think it's fair to say
keep that
everyone
here.
don't
Okay.
say his name.
Okay, so what with poetry?
We're gonna have to pursue another route. We've been told things are impossible before, and we made them possible.
I think we were told we have to kill it. That's the alternative route.
That we know of.
The irony here is if you think of him, he appears. How do you track something that can feel you coming?
Well, and he said that was the last time.
Yeah.
But I find that hard to believe because
Sounds like a bad business model.
he likes things. He likes to make deals. And he knows that we're a desperate bunch.
We could always go to him.
We don't know which castle he's in. We can assume, but we don't know which one.
We have a good guess.
Well, if it's my castle, then we can figure that out. I mean, is it Arms Hold? It might not be Arms Hold.
I mean,
Well,
we
that's
always-
what I'm saying.
We can
Do you
always
know
go there and try it.
who's your family?
I don't know.
How are we gonna find that out then?
I don't know.
Ancestry.com.
Sponsored.
Sponsor us.
From what I know, as an infant, I was dropped off at the facility, which was in, what's the name of the town that I'm from?
Greyport. You're not from Greyport.
That's where the facility
That's
was.
where the facility
Yeah.
was.
So we can assume maybe it's from a town around that area, or maybe that area itself.
Hypothetically, if we go to Greyport,
Uh-huh.
would they have information about your...
I don't know.
You've been to Greyport.
That's where we dropped June off.
Yeah.
It's also where Zari's from.
You guys are weird. Greyport's a
I
weird
just-
place.
I apologize. The first
not
like
gonna say
13 years of my life was basically a jail cell. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say we could kill your parents, but you probably don't want us to kill your parents.
what you
If
Where
trying
he
did
to
that
inherited
come
the
from?
castle,
Whoa.
that would. If he
We
inherited
had
the
a
castle, that
moment.
would imply his parents are dead.
I'm sorry, mind your business. I'm sorry, did she invite you?
Did I offer to kill your parents? No, because your mom's already dead.
No, I'ma go. I'ma go.
That's a red card, man.
I'ma go. I'ma go to the war room. I'll be back.
Lute's crying.
Loot is the war.
I go with Lute. Lute, don't come back.
No, I'm going to the war room.
I miss you.
God damn it, guys. I follow Lute.
Sorry,
Just
we were
'cause
just
she
doing
got
some
skin, she
shit.
can
You
say
know,
whatever she wants now.
that
You-
guy gets in your head.
Also, hey Lute. It's okay,
Hi.
buddy. I'm rubbing your back.
You walk out of the room upset after what she said, and you see Muriel is there. I mean, you were sitting, probably playing music with her, as you had been doing throughout the trip and stuff. And then Uther came and got you, and her being naturally curious, wanted to see what's going on. She waited and then came by. You're walking out as she's walking.
I tell her Rhea was mean to me, and then we walk off, and I'll tell her all about it.
Okay, yes.
Oh, right. You're gonna drop the "my mom's dead" card on her?
Yeah, you're being mean to me.
I wasn't being mean.
Then I will not go with Lute. I see
you
Muriel
walk
and
out,
I go.
you see them both walking.
And I go back.
You're like...
Lute will be okay.
She turns back at you, she goes...
Lute will be okay.
Seeing your kid go on their first date.
So what did you try to bargain?
My memories of my sister.
And what did he try to counter that with? If he said no to that.
Her memories of me.
Yeah, that fucker wanted us to have poetry back and her not have any memory of Zari.
You don't
He's
think
a
that
sadistic fuck.
you don't think that you could have made her fall in love with you again?
Been through a lot of shit together.
And you're
We traveled together before I was assigned to this group.
I mean, yeah.
For a while.
I don't know. Let's hope that that's not.
I feel like that would be super distressing for poetry.
She would remember us.
Would she?
Depending on the verbiage.
I don't know if she would care much for us. It's kind of, I feel like, been around because of Zari.
I know. Like I said, it's. There's no sense of dwelling on the what could be. Let's just focus on trying to get her awake.
I hate to interject here, but you've all been here such a short time.
It's true.
Memories are everything. The ones of those that love us and the ones that we love, they are everything. He was trying to take everything from you. You were right to say no. If another way can't be found, then so be it.
I mean, think about
never
everything
give
with
those
me. Everyone was saying there wasn't a solution and maybes. Something worked out.
You just don't love her enough.
Have you tried, like, throwing yourself off an airship?
Got these wings, though.
Have you tried
Throw
throwing
her off
the airship? Yes.
I love you so much!
And I go, look, God, I'm helping her. Look.
If Elm has taught us anything,
I love her!
if Elm has taught us anything, is do something completely reckless and it'll all turn out just fine.
Kinda.
Has Oratar said anything?
No, he was just like, yeah, I'm here.
That's kind of how gods work, though, right?
He's like, thoughts and prayers, guys. Thoughts and prayers.
Okay, this is a wild idea.
Roll me a roll me a religion with advantage. Both of you.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah!
Ooh. 7. I rolled a 7 and an 8, and I have a -1.
15.
With the 7, I think there is a sense of, like, I mean, gods don't talk to people. The fact that you felt anything is a thing. You know what I mean? Like, even clerics have a hard time communicating. With 15, you feel the sensation. You remember your connection. Her foot's not there. You can't play footsie. You feel a connection.
Do you want it there?
You feel a
Waiting
connection.
for the competitive footsie move.
You feel a connection to Drelia, was somebody you always felt so close to and things like that. And then things changed, and then you felt a different connection. Xal, whether it was wanted or not, there was a connection there, a feeling, a presence. And then there was a connection to Ara. And it kind of springs to mind, all of these gods seem to have specific domains, as if they're in control, and maybe they're not omnipowerful. Maybe they, for lack of a better way of putting it, stick to their lane.
So you need the god of awake.
The god of
Sleepy god.
Oh my god. Oh my goddess.
Oh my god.
yes.
Yeah, I was yelling at Oratar when you walked in.
No, we need to go to a temple of Ara. The goddess of love.
She's pretty chill.
You love poetry so much. You
You have to
have
keep
sacrificed to get her here, but you're not willing to sacrifice your love, your memories, your connection. You have to find an alternative. I think we go to Ara. I don't know where that is.
Me neither.
That sense of presence that you felt
As I pick you up
feels
with one
almost
finger.
positive is too powerful a word, but you feel a sense of agreement in the statement. Just a sense of like, oh, this feels right.
Okay.
I think that guy, he was yanking our chain. He wants you to feel like he's in a position of power and he's the only option. Those are bad deals. Maybe once we get to the city, we can see if there's a place of power for Ara. I mean,
And if we kill him,
we could.
I can get my castle back.
I don't think we can kill him.
No.
Because even if Lute does his magic thing, he can probably still
No,
get
I'm
out
not
of
worried
there.
about it. I'm just sorry. I've been thinking about how the hell do I own a castle?
So,
Sorry, I've been thinking about me.
Although, do either of you... Hold on. Back to what we were talking about. Do either of you know how old Muriel is?
She looks like she's 17.
Did we kidnap a child?
No. I'm fairly certain the child laws here are like
Very loose.
if you're like
Amber Alert hasn't been invented
if
yet,
you're
so
like
we're
14
good.
or older, you're basically on your own.
Twitch,
Luke, did
Jump
she
Street.
say she was
Don't
living
cancel.
He's not
above
here.
the tavern?
Yeah,
Oh,
she-
he left crying.
Yeah,
He left crying.
she was living on her own, so she's a nomad at this
I
point.
mean, we were too, but it doesn't make it okay for us to just
I
disappear.
mean, she came willingly. It's not like we tied her up.
So you know how you said you reached out to Oratar?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something. It sounds super lame and super. I'm not a temple priestess, but we had a miracle happen because I love him so much, and even when I was a skeleton.
I left her too.
Zari's like,
What?
You get an immediate flashback of her face being a skeleton.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh.
What if
what if
we sit down and try to focus and reach out to Ara, and you think of poetry?
We're in the business of seances now.
Yes, I don't know.
I feel like we've been in the business of seances.
Listen, we've had so many
You've seen her scry,
things,
Yeah.
monsters fuck with us. Why not? Why not give it a shot?
We got 2 hours and nothing to do. I'm game.
Yeah, we're on a ship.
Hey, Aura.
Roll religion
Nice
with
it.
disadvantage. Hey, Aura.
2 nat 20s, please.
I wish. Yes, Elb.
That is a 16.
You say, hey, Aura, and you all feel the ship not really like
Crash.
The entire back of the ship's just
not
ripped
really,
off.
not really like turbulence, but you do feel like wind pressing against the ship. As if you've reached a strong current and you just hear it. Like when you're driving fast against the wind in a car and you can hear the wind rushing
Are
past.
you gonna
I-
knock that shit off?
Stop.
What?
I think Zari should reach out, put a hand on
I'm
his
still
shoulder,
thinking.
and
I'm thinking to her.
Oh, you didn't say it out loud?
No, I said that out loud, but then once you say, like, I think Zari, I'm like, I'm still going to think it.
Okay. Well, I touch your shoulder and I cast guidance. I think, just think about how much you love poetry and what that means, what you've been through, and try to reach out to Ara. If anything, we're helping the gods too. Poetry was one of the good ones, trying to get all this shit to not happen. One of the good ones.
Poetry's on our team. We're the
So-
main characters.
I mean, so many mithril card members have died trying to protect the world from these books
Is
and this
poetry a
prophecy.
tabaxi?
No, she's a
No.
tiefling.
She's a tiefling. She's purple.
Blue.
Dark blue.
Blue.
So
For whatever
we're
reason, I
trying
thought
to
she was a
save her.
blue cat. I couldn't.
A very serious. If Jester and Marisha Ray's character,
Bow.
Bo.
Bow.
Jester
Merged.
and Bo were one character.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, yeah, we can actually seek out someone, but let's try.
Of all the crazy ideas we've had, that's not.
We've
not
had
at the top of
crazier
the
shit
It's
happen.
not. That is not at the top of the list, for sure.
Elm looks like he's gonna have an aneurysm.
I think he's
Elm
gonna,
shits his pants.
I'm thinking.
He's gonna shit his pants.
I go.
Never
I go.
seen him think so hard.
I go in my head. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know why I'm whispering either. But they said that it would be a bad idea. But Zari really likes poetry.
And he's just thinking towards Zara.
And I know that there's miracles that happen. Help me figure out what the miracle should be.
Sound like a 13-year-old girl writing in her diary.
You're thinking this to yourself. You're not saying this out loud.
Oh my
but your
God.
facial expression is the same as your face right now. So you're just standing there after them saying, like, I think Zari should be doing it. You're like, okay.
Is Elm having a stroke?
I think so. I think he's
I've never seen him make that face before.
What's he
still
looking
reaching
at?
out. He's still
No,
reaching.
nuh-uh.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm
Is he
not.
thinking about something?
I punch your shoulder.
No.
Connection's broken.
I feel a faint kiss on my cheek.
And you.
Oh, you're gonna fuck a goddess now?
And you.
I don't say that.
No, that's the goddess. And you.
She's like, yeah.
Oh, I mean,
It's like you know, you can't hold hands with Jesus when you're masturbating or whatever. But she's with,
You just got us triple canceled, buddy.
Inspirational
You
poster
got
right
us triple canceled right there. That's a hat trick, baby.
but she's like with us. I
Twitch,
imagine.
it was great while we were here.
Elm and I are
imagine-
single-handedly trying to just
I
tank this
imagine.
ship.
I imagine
No,
Ara
keep
is
going,
like with
see it
us,
through.
and she's like pushing on our backs and stuff. She's there with us. She's cheering. It's always a three-way with Ara.
So she's always there when
I feel like
I'm
she's
there.
helping. She's like pushing.
That last couple of minutes I needed, that was her.
People always ask, Matt, when you envision the gods, how do you envision them helping the denizens of your world?
Spotting them during a freaky sex
Well,
position.
She's like,
Well,
this
I
is
don't
how
want
your
to
hips
yuck
should go.
anybody's yum,
This is how
but...
your hips should go.
What was in that glass?
So,
You never hold hands
so
with Jesus while masturbating.
Elm had a little bit of chef's special cooking.
Isn't that a quote? Isn't that why they don't like you masturbating? Because you can't
It's a
hold
quote
hands.
now. Guaranteed it's a
You
quote
can't-
now.
you can't hold
Internet's
hands.
forever,
I'm
man.
just saying, we
My
just
life
blew
never
up.
heard of that.
This is the session that makes us explode.
My
Oh,
Canva
yeah.
reloaded midway.
I'm looking it up. Anyway, continue.
He needs to validate his quote.
Anyway,
Somebody else
r/masturbating
must have said
Jesus.
this.
anyway, so
Yeah, look at you can't hold hands with God when
Oh,
you're
it's a
masturbating.
poster.
It's about to be too.
yeah.
I'm telling you, I've heard it before.
Well,
You
I'm
can't
gonna
walk-
prove you wrong.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
Oh my god.
sorry.
Here we are.
There's a lot going on.
There's so much going on.
Masturbating. Reach out.
It's Aura. I blame Aura. There's too
Um,
much love in the air.
She's moving through him.
I think at this moment I'm like, I need you guys to leave.
You say that.
goodbye.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go check on Lute. I think I hurt his feelings.
No, he's with Muriel. He's fine.
But I should still apologize.
Let him have his moment.
Tim.
He's probably.
Luke, you feel Aura's hands on your shoulders.
Surprise orgy.
I'm pretty sure I should have been gone about 10 minutes ago. So we'll see you later. Good luck
I
with
lean
that.
over-
And Lynn's like, what'd you talk about with the kids?
I lean over to Zari. There's a lot of love happening in that cabin.
What cabin.
I dart my eyes over to Yenna's, like, walking form, retreating.
No, I know, I hear everything.
This is a great time to reach out
It
to
smells
Ara.
like fish in here.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Leave! Get out!
I didn't say that.
Okay. We leave. We leave Zari and Poetry.
Zari and Poetry are alone in a room.
Sorry, I'm making
Don't do it, Zari.
Don't do what?
It.
What the fuck?
So, Zari and Poetry are
Sitting in a tree.
And she's going like this.
Do you feel like
Train.
Zari would try to connect with Ara, reach out to her in any way?
I think I would, like, light a couple candles.
Sure.
Be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Guess I'm having a seance.
I'm, like, just thinking about, like, poetry and all of our adventures together. And, like, how I had the super big crush on her forever.
Sure.
And then that one night where I was like, are you into Yenna?
Mm-hmm.
And...
Yeah.
And Lou in the other room pissed his pants and because he was laughing at it.
Roll me a D100.
D100.
And make it a good one.
Yeah, make it not a 30.
You guys are like,
Does she get anything
You
for
guys
our
are-
words of wisdom?
you guys, now she gets to roll the D100. You guys are like, I want to talk to God. Hey, God. God, why aren't you picking up?
Wrong God.
32.
48.
You are there. There's a part of you that forever will be hesitant, guarded. You've always been
I
very
want to hold your
frightened
hands.
to.
Know where they've been.
You're very frightened to have any sense of vulnerability in the sense that the person that you were supposed to look out for and take care of, you saw them murdered in a very horrendous way. The people who were supposed to love and care for you abandoned you in a very traumatic and horrendous way. Everybody that you've ever really cared about, it's been such a fight, not only to get a sense of trust in them, but a sense of trust to allow yourself to be that vulnerable. And in this moment, you're struggling to reach out. You're just frightened. It's not like, I don't want this. It's a sense of, do I deserve this? You're really struggling with this, and tears begin to slowly stream down your face as there are no words. It's just feeling. You're really attempting to reach out. You open your eyes. Poetry's still there. You feel foolish. You feel hurt. As if your love is... Maybe it's not as strong, and you begin to immediately begin to spiral. Maybe she doesn't feel the same way about me that I feel about her. Oh, man. Why did I think this would work? This is so foolish. You feel a hand on your shoulder. You look over, and you feel another hand just tilting your chin up. And you see, looks like an ethereal version of Poetry. Almost a little older. Almost a little motherly. A MILF.
That's weird.
And you see,
It ties in.
you see her take the hand from under your chin and just wipe away your tear. Why do you cry, child?
I'm like gonna cry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay to want, to be wanted. Don't. I understand.
It's just hard to be vulnerable with people. And then the people that I am vulnerable with just leave. Not necessarily of their own volition all the time, but sometimes. And
You see that she slowly turns to sit in front of you. She kind of just kneels gracefully in front of you, and she's just meeting your eyes.
And then Elm told me he doesn't need me to be his big sister anymore, and I don't know who I am without that title. And so I was like, sure. Yeah. Being with poetry will be great, because then I can just, be me, but with her. And now she's sleeping.
You feel your heart begin to race, that panic beginning to set in as you're spiraling down these thoughts of who am I, what am I, if not this big sister? Who am I if I'm not with poetry? Who am I to deserve any of these things? All I've ever done is bad, or be bad by proxy. And you feel that ethereal hand touch your cheek, cupping it. And you feel the magical essence of a calm emotions. Your heartbeat begins to slow down. Feel her wipe away the tears from your cheek. Sweet child, part of life is learning that to be vulnerable is to accept that sometimes a love will not be returned. Now, you're very lucky because you have so many people who love you. She looks over at poetry. She motions her hand, and you see a minor illusion. Unlike regular minor illusions that are stagnant, this one begins to move. You see pictures of Alistar, Orlis, Elm, you as children laughing and playing. You see Elm frightened and scared. You covering him, helping him up. You see him in a different moment, a place where you weren't with him. You see him, yeah, my sister's Mithril Guard. Yeah, she's pretty great. I want to be like her. You see another poetry pacing in a room. It's an inn. You've been to this inn before. You feel her thoughts. I should just tell her this is stupid. We've been such good friends. She's not going to say no. Oh, but if she says no, I'll be so embarrassed. You just see her pacing with nerves as she's feeling and thinking about you, and you sense that. You are loved, child. You are very special indeed. Do not give up hope. Do not give up the first sign of trouble either. This is a challenge for you to meet out. And you will succeed. But you need to fight for it, as I know that no one else can. I trust you. And she will be yours. You see, she just begins to dissipate and disappear.
The fuck does that mean? Kicks over the candles and she gets pissed and locks the door.
Okay.
No more visitors.
Anything else on our trip to Idun?
I find Lute at some point and apologize.
He's still crying.
Yeah, still.
4 days later.
4 years.
It's been a day. You see Lute is talking with Muriel. You walk in. He just kind of shifts away so he doesn't have to look at you. I think, do you walk over?
Yeah. You can't avoid me.
Oh, hey.
Muriel goes, I'll let you two have a moment.
I'm sorry
About?
about bringing up your mom
What about her?
being dead.
Thanks.
Lute,
Yeah?
I was very emotionally distraught after being cornered by the procurer. But
And
that's
take it out on me.
not-
That's fine. I'm everybody's
No,
punching
shh.
bag. That's fine.
that's not an excuse for what I said.
That's right. Because, like, at least I didn't say, oh, at least my family didn't try to kill me.
Shots fired.
That's true.
You see Muriel behind her go. You feel disappointment from Muriel.
I'm sorry, too.
I think Rhea's in this position where she's more mature than the other person for once. And it's a weird feeling. So
It's happening. I'm becoming an adult.
I look around for a more adult. But no, I'm like, Lute, if you said that, it would have hurt me.
Well,
And it wouldn't have made what I said right.
that's right. So I'm glad I didn't say it. And I'm sorry if I would have said it. And I accept your apology.
Okay.
Now,
Sorry,
what
I
about the
would-
procurer?
We didn't make a deal with him.
You attempted to make a deal?
Yes. He's bad. Bad news. If he comes sniffing around here, you tell him to fuck off.
I'm not making a deal with
And you
him,
run
no.
for help.
Yes. Stranger danger.
Stranger danger, yes. Magical entity that's like, I am the only one that can help you. You say no. You yell, stranger danger.
That's right.
And I think I give Lute a hug.
I hug back.
And as you guys were, and I leave him and Muriel.
And then I'll just spend the rest of the days just getting to know Muriel.
You hear her say, see, she's not angry with you. It was just kind of the situation, like I said.
Yeah, but then, like...
She still shouldn't have said it. That was kind of a bitch move.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Spicy.
Did I tell you her boyfriend punched me one time?
What? And that you just walk away as you hear their conversation.
the fact that Elm is just the boyfriend now is so funny to me. Yeah, so Rhea's boyfriend.
You guys find yourselves on the 27th of Drelion, reaching the skyport of Idun. As you guys are pulling into the city, you see a bunch of the crew is kind of running to the top deck.
We ripped the e-brake and drift into the sky.
You actually drift in fully, and they say it's about family.
There's a big sign that says no break zone.
Fast and the Furious there.
No, you do see, you do see Anlin. She kind of turns to you and, have you ever been?
I've never been, no.
Oh, you and your friends will love it.
And you never will be. And
She
kills you.
takes your hand and begins leading you up to the top deck. As you guys are standing on the top deck looking out from the vantage point of a skyship, you see a shape perfectly coming to the pinnacle of the land. Beyond it, open waters. In the vague shape of like a harp, you see Idun. But the thing that stands out to you, aside from the glamorous white stone, silver and gold, this beautiful, architecturally made city, you're still many, many miles away. But you all begin to hear it. The sound of music carried on the wind. What would be a concord of conflicted types of sounds and music. Normally, you've been to city centers, the roar of towns and people, they tell you it's not music. This is a melody, a song, perfectly woven. And it's weird because you know that's not what cities sound like, and yet you hear it. And as you're nearing midday, you see those little specks of light, glimmers of sun flares across all of the reflective surfaces of the city. It is a sight to behold. A city unlike any that you have ever seen.
Wow. Guys,
This is my dream
I
city.
think we made it.
You see Muriel. It's everything I ever wished it would be.
This is beautiful.
She turns to you and grabs your hand firmly, Lou.
I'll hold it and be like, this is awe-inspiring. I've never seen anything like this.
It's magic. Just magic. You guys begin getting closer and closer. Zari, do you find yourself joining?
I don't think so.
Lame.
I don't think you guys have seen her since.
You guys,
You do get a knock,
There's no answer.
and meals are pushed by your door. Because I asked Chef, can you make sure she's eating, please?
you hear and run. I'll bring some food when I change the food tube.
Perfect.
We're gonna need a food tube for Zari.
And every time he comes in, he brings you not food, but like porridge. Just so he's like, this will keep you alive too. And there's no drugs unless you want them, because I can put them in. You'll feel better. Okay.
Consent.
He just slides it over. You guys arrive. You find yourselves pulling into the skyport. Now, most skyports are like regular ports. Piers, rigid, stones. This, almost like the bow of a violin, those perfect curls seem to caress the ship as they all fall in. And as they do, normally you'd hear what chains would be tightening and things, almost as if a bow run across a tuning. That tuning sound of a violin as your ship begins to rest. You all
I'm
slowly
home.
begin to...
place is magical.
You guys slowly begin to walk off of your ship. And you see immediately, it's not just songs. There's dance, there's paintings, there's sculpture. It's truly a place to behold.
How about we all try not to get fucking arrested? Can we
What?
give that a shot?
How would we get arrested?
We seem to find a way every time we go.
Anlin turns in.
In
I am
Tolmac, that
responsible,
was
thank
not
you.
our fault. I'm throwing that
It's
one out there.
never our fault.
While before you say this to them, while you guys are landing, Anlin turns to you. After you make them get the reward for Hogan and everything, find me at the casino. She walks off. You see Hogan is not force his way, but he was the first on the deck. He was the very point, the very tip. You just see his sigh, or hear his sigh of relief as you're pulling in. You hear Axel just playing music. Just as
Happy
if...
to be home.
Exactly. As if trying to match the melody that you flew in on. Playing music.
Bagpipes and all.
The bagpipes are there, but I will say that you notice, even when there's no players, you know how sometimes if you set a bagpipe down, it goes... Even this, what would be a discordant sound, just seems to be a little melodic, just... as it's resting there. Googly eyes perched over the ice so that you can see the city.
Ray is a little bristly. It's too nice.
I don't trust this
I
fucking
don't like
sorcerer
it.
either.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean? This is amazing.
Yeah,
This is
for
more-
now.
I pat Hogan.
I bet people are still getting stabbed in back alleys.
Probably, but it probably sounds great.
Oh!
I pat Hogan on the back. I'm like, welcome home, buddy.
It's good to be home and not have my brain in here.
Eh.
I'm so happy.
Not have
your
your
brain is
brain
not
in
No,
there?
have my
Oh,
brain in
okay.
here. Have my brain in here. We
That
are
was a trick question.
You'll fit in with the jesters here. Oh, gosh, it feels so good. Please, yes, the reward. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. You see Axel is just like he's excited, he's gracious. There's a flood of emotions on his face as he just rushes off the ship and just goes to the dock. It's just on there and he's just sitting there. You see that he's just setting the bagpipes and the axe just with him because we made it.
We made it, guys.
We're back. See Holgan is just, oh yes, please. Whenever you're ready, follow me. I'll lead you to the palace.
I'm gonna go up to Hogan and just put my arm around him, but I'm gonna grab that shoulder pretty tight.
Oh yes.
Yes, let's go to where we need to go. Let's stay close though.
Yes,
Agreed.
Of course. No
Okay.
problem.
We can do
He do you let go of him?
I loosen up a little bit.
You loosen up a little bit. He pulls a little bit towards you and goes, "Why doesn't she like me?"
I have no idea.
What's your passive perception?
I think it's 16.
You hear it. You hear him whispering, "Why doesn't she like me?"
For not wanting us to go to jail, she's being very aggressive right now.
Right.
I just give a sly smirk.
Yes, will go straight there. Right away.
I think she likes you.
Yes. I'm not sure I want that anymore. You see, he begins leading you all off. You stay on the ship. Okay.
Lame.
She's having a moment.
You guys begin to walk down the streets. Again, you see, it's amazing to see so many discordant things fit together in a way that's so unexpected. It's like those splatter paintings where somebody uses some unthought of or unheard of instrument to make art. I'm going to use this paintball gun to make art. I'm going to use this blowtorch to make art. But when they finish, it is truly, in every sense of the word, art. Feeling, thought, creativity, ingenuity, inspiration flows through the very streets themselves. But you also see, even here, there are guards. See gold-clad, armored soldiers, metal helmets containing their face, golden little engravings of vines and flowers and stuff, all decorated through their armor, their shields as well. You see each of them hold spears that are elegantly made. Patrolling. Oddly very quiet. You walk down. Takes you probably good 45 minutes from where the dock is to get to the palace. And Holgen goes, "Yes, we're here. Will you let go of my shoulder?"
As soon as you lead us to who to talk to.
Okay. He walks you in, and you see that there are attendants, clerks. One of the things that you notice is that the artistry does not lend itself only to physical media, but to tattoos, to piercings, to hair colors, to hairstyles. You see, it's, for lack of a better way of explaining it, think of the posh people from the Capitol in the Hunger Games.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Vibrant purple colors. But where that is kind of like a gross perception of decadence, this is more of a pure expression of art and innovation and things like that. It's not meant to be over the top. It's just meant to be, wow, I never would have considered putting a scarf through my hair and then wrapping it around. But wow, that looks amazing. You know, things of that nature.
If only I had
And you
hair.
see this.
You could probably pull it off with your hood.
You see this dwarven woman as well. She has these thin braids going down that kind of tie around and then at the ends tie down into a beautiful jeweled necklace with a large pendant.
Ouch.
Yes. You have business? Wait a minute. Holgen! Holgen, is that you? Yes, I'm alive. And well, mostly.
Your
here.
brain is in.
Brains in here. Brains, that's right. I was trapped. Anyway, they're here to collect the reward, for returning me safely. Yes, by all means. The king, unfortunately, is a bit busy today, but I can summon the first knight. He should be able to issue the reward for you. Holgen turns to you. Will you let go? I'm just going to sit down right there.
Of course, we're going to miss you so. And I let him go and slap him on the ass.
I can't decide if Yuna hates him or wants to fuck him.
Both.
You say that.
Hate fuck.
Roll persuasion to get this sensation across.
Oh, yeah. That is a persuasion?
Yep.
10. I love that it's ambiguous, because that's exactly what I wanted.
I'll miss you too. Goodbye. You see, like, hurriedly rushes off. He just sits down. He goes, You see a little tension, just relief as he sighs out. You guys
Get
wait.
some of the reward docked for emotional trauma.
You guys wait. Takes a better part of an hour. Do you guys do anything in this moment? Muriel, upon leaving, says, you have business to attend to. I want to see the college. Meet me there when you're done.
Yes.
Okay.
Freya is pacing, looking just around. What's in this room?
You see lots of very, very beautiful art. It's these grand, I mean, when I say large paintings, I'm not saying like 26 or 24 by 36. I'm saying like 10 feet by 14 feet, like massive wall-sized paintings. You see most of them are of various artists. You go around to each plaque and it speaks about the artists, their accomplishments, things that they've created, things that they've written, and stuff like that. I would like all of you present to roll me a... Let's go with history. Lute, you may have advantage.
I'm so good at history.
3.
2.
5.
I beat you.
18.
We're just standing in front of a painting and we're
3,
like...
2, and 5. You guys are like, this guy's important. Clearly, this is a big painting.
This
makes
looks
a lot of sense.
expensive.
Yeah,
It's the
this
banana.
is-
what
It's
Rhea
the banana
says.
with the duct
Definitely.
tape on the white.
Absolutely. All of you guys are like, I think all 3 of you are enamored by the sense of wow, in the sense of like, this is so beautifully made. It's like an oil painting that has depth to it. You feel as almost you could step into the photo and shake this person's hand. It's so lifelike and so vivid. You swear as moments go by and you look and stare into these photos, you swear you almost feel them breathing. It's so amazing. The 18, you're looking at this person, you're like, it's beautiful, wonderful. I've never heard of this person. You go around looking. Never heard of this person either. And of the 4 paintings, you haven't heard of 3 of them. There is one that you see that you recognize immediately, and it is Draconian, or rather a Dragonborn, a famous sculptor who did almost 2-scale sized sculptures of dragons and stuff like that.
I will pull the 3 over to that one and be like, now this guy.
This guy fucking gets it.
Yeah, this guy.
So he would sculpt dragons.
Life size.
You see like him in the painting.
Dragon size.
You see that he's standing, he's got dirt, he's a dark red scales, and he's got these curled horns that kind of like go down but also have this little bit of a flare to them. You see that he's got dirt and smudges and this big grin on his face, and you see behind him, carved into a red stone mountain, a life scale of a ancient red dragon. This massive thing. You just think it must have taken him years to complete, like decades to complete that. And it takes you a minute to realize that it is a sculpture and not a real thing. Not him just standing in front of it.
All the best people come from the West.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna play some music. And I start playing music.
You pull out your instrument and you begin playing, and you see the attendant there turns to you and goes, "Wonderful. Do you attend the college?"
No.
I am gonna beat
play
you no matter
lovely.
what.
Thank you. My mother taught me.
16.
Really?
Yes.
Who's your mother?
Emily Blackwater.
Blackwater.
She was a bard out in Western Theran.
Name sounds familiar. I swear I might have heard it.
She was great.
They have great artists in the way. I see you've seen the sculptor.
Oh, yes.
You begin looking for a bathroom, you say? You walk. Are you trying to do this stealthily, or are you just trying to, like, look for a bathroom?
I'm gonna look for a bathroom. If I see a guard, I'll be like, "Where's the bathroom?"
You see very openly, there is, like most government buildings, not police stations, because those have like locked rooms at the beginning, but like most government buildings will have like very obvious, like walk in the door, there's a bathroom, like right away, and you see exactly where it is. You do notice, and all of you notice immediately, that there are 4 guards on station here.
I was gonna say, I'm clocking that. I go into the restroom.
It smells very fragrant.
What
Is
kind
there
of fragrance?
fancy soap?
Yeah.
Fancy perfume?
Yeah.
I take all of it.
You go.
How much do I get?
You take it and you begin stuffing it into your pockets and stuff like that.
Discreetly.
It's just you in here. There's nobody to fool.
There's no attendant.
There's no attendant in
No?
the bathrooms. No.
No.
It's a government building. They can't afford that.
You take and you begin stuffing your pockets full of stuff. And
I'm saying the fancy soap and perfume I stole from June's house came in handy. So this is a fancy place. I'm gonna take some perfume and soap.
This is very much on par with the quality and level of it. However, the fragrances that you're getting, the soaps that you're getting, you know how most soap has a feel, a very definitive texture to it. This feels like just water, just so smooth as it just glistens off. And as you put it on your hand, it's as if it's prestidigitation, where it just magically washes away everything as you put your hand through it. The fragrances are just unexpected, like hot cocoa, almond, all of these different, and there are very traditional.
I need all of
blooms.
these.
There's just so many different ones. There are probably good like 20 in here.
She's gonna come out of the bathroom. Ching, 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 ching.
I have lots of hidden pockets.
Yeah,
And that's it. I just go. I check the 4 guards. I got nice soap.
Deal.
Is Lute approachable, or is he just like rocking out, like just rolling with it?
I'm approachable. I'm always approachable.
Well, I know, but if you're playing music, I don't interrupt you because you're in your zone.
A good musician is always approachable.
And always in the zone.
Uh-huh.
Lute,
I start playing quieter, yes.
never mind. Elton,
Yes.
I'm staring at one of the paintings.
I'm also staring at a painting.
The painting that you're looking at is of a arachnid person, the arachne. You see that they are covered in different splatters of paint and stuff like that. As you see behind them, 8 different paintings, and they seem to be suspended with all of their different appendages sprawled out as they're painting at the same time, and their body is laying down on a covered web.
Is this a painting of that?
This is a painting of that.
Okay.
I'm curious your thoughts.
On what?
All these people displayed in here have spent years of their life creating these works that do nothing for others. Well, you spent your entire life in hell.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like if they spent their life doing this and it causes someone like me to feel inspired or feel a bit of joy, then it was worth it in the end. It's not my fault that they weren't in the same position that I was in. I wouldn't have
It's
wished
not
it.
your fault either. It feels like such a temple of pride. To me, none of this is what nature is. It feels so unnatural. It feels so gross to me.
It does feel kind of artificial, but
Are you guys talking at a normal level, or are you whispering?
it's like just
normal
a kind
level.
of normal whisper.
Okay.
But there's a beauty to it.
A museum whisper.
The Earth, Thera as a whole gave us everything that, it's given us to do what we want, whether that be hunt, preserve the land, or create our own art.
Like Lute's music, I understand. My father was a bard too. I get that, but to spend a decade of your life sculpting this monstrosity of a dragon, for what? For what? What good does that bring humanity?
Well, it'll outlive
You
him.
guys feel the presence of the attendant kind of standing next to you. He goes,
May I help you?
Some people think that inspiring others to do good is a life worth living. Do you know about this sculpture?
No, I don't.
He gave everything he earned to his hometown, which is riddled with blight, plague. He worked for many governors, working very, very hard for most of his life. And you're true, he did spend decades working on sculptures like that. But he donated his money to good. And for the most part, he did it because it was what he loved. The artist that we're looking at now, she lost her children. Art is what gave her meaning. It's what gave her pride. I wouldn't be so quick to judge just because of the way things look. We definitely don't. She falls back, goes back to the attendant.
What the fuck was that supposed to mean?
I think that was a little bit of a jab towards you. But
Oh, and as you guys say that jab towards you, and she kind of turns on and she goes, "You'd also like the gardens, I'm sure. Lovingly cared for." She goes and she sits down.
More natural.
And then she turns and begins, "Play that tune again. It's quite lovely."
Thank you. I'll start playing again. Some people just don't appreciate the finer arts.
I come back smelling like 10 different soaps.
I
smell like hot
smell.
Shh, shh, shh. Hello.
I had to smell them all.
Did you go to a brothel?
Okay.
We are going to pull back from this scene as you guys are waiting patiently for the first night to arrive. Zari, you hear a knock on the door.
Whose footsteps did I hear approach?
Uther's. Very slow.
I love that you can ask that.
And his mumbling.
Before he even knocks, I hear him stop, and I just like.
You just hear.
Hi. Yeah. What's going on, buddy? You know, just self-isolating like I do.
You see, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out his cup. Little saucer. Your friends are there, and your friends are here, and no things ever know, but make it better. And tea. My wife made it.
He's like handing her the saucer.
He's
with
handing her the saucer with the tea. You see that as he like pulls the saucer out, it magically fills with tea.
And it's
It's
like
a
his
tea.
special cup.
His special cup.
I think Zari like hesitates for a second.
Ooh, right.
She like, reaches out and takes it.
Don't fucking break it.
Accidentally dropped it. Oh no!
you say like, don't fuck around.
Trying to have her serious.
I can't shake her on the cup.
Fucking ass. This
I just wanted to see how fast you can move, you know.
He jolts fast. He jolts fast, and you hear like several sockets just pop.
I reach out and do lay on hands to make it not hurt anymore.
I feel like you would be that.
Give you that box. I don't know what else you want from me.
Don't you stop moping around all this stuff. You're doing bad. I did that for years. Bad. Don't eat yourself up. Your friend's gonna be fine.
What do you suggest in all your worldly wisdom? Yenna's always like, you guys are so young, but like comparatively, we're like the same age. So Yenna just thinks she's cooler than us because she's like old.
I love the fact that I'm having an emotional conversation. Like,
Yeah. I love that it was like
They're bad. They're all bad.
fucks.
But if I know one thing about them fake fucks, the ones that are coming to you for making deal, they're low on the totem pole. So maybe the way you deal when the fucker did this and make your girlfriend sleepy, you can go next peg up. Maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah, I just don't like fuck with deals, you know. And I reached out to Oratar and he didn't do shit, and then I reached out to Ara because Raya said to, and she didn't do shit. She was just like,
you see, he looks at you. He goes, "You asked God to solve all your problems. He just
We went
instantly didn't
Straight
do
to
it.
the CEO.
Like, you gotta.
I literally devote my life to Oratar. And he was just like,
How long have you been devoted your life to work hard?
a minute. It's been a while.
How long?
Longer than I've known you.
And how long? Exactly?
Fuck if I know. I died. I got brought back, so my whole life.
When you put it that way, her whole new life.
I've seen more of the deities and the gods you fucks than I have my entire life. And I used to hang out with clerics. People, dwarven and elves clerics. Hundreds of years. Not even a whisper.
Have you considered that I'm cooler than a cleric?
I'm just better. Skill
I'm
issue?
God's favorite lesbian.
I'm
Uther, I don't know if you understand that.
That's not really a hard bar to beat. You know, that's a pretty low bar to beat. I'm cooler than a cleric. Like, hey, I'm cooler than a youth pastor. Everybody's cooler than a youth pastor. What I'm saying is, you guys already got a lot. You stop moping. Get out there. Get with your friends. Fix this problem. She's sleeping. Every moment you're waiting. That's another moment she's sleeping. You gotta get out there and solve this problem. Don't wait. Don't cry. Don't isolate. Isolate. It's bad. Look at me.
Yeah, but you're like one of the coolest people I know, so.
Yeah, I know. But there's no helping that.
Also, have you considered that I like her more than I like them?
Yeah, but she's asleep.
I could be asleep too.
Would you rather be asleep?
Sometime. I haven't slept in a while.
I
Uther notices she has got like bags under her eyes.
was asleep. She's doing all good in the world. Help a lot of people. Made a lot of people happy. Even for a moment. Your friend can wake up. I can't. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. You see, like dripping the tea. Don't waste it. It's my special tea. He takes the saucer back from you. Takes a sip. You see a single tear roll down over all of the peaks and valleys of his wrinkled face.
I give Uther a hug.
Too young for me.
I'm too gay for you.
Okay, two things. Two things. Stop hugging me. You see that he just like pats you. All right.
Sorry, you just remind me of somebody.
He just like pats you on the side. He's like, all right, you're a good gal.
You kind of remind me of my dad.
Your dad. Is he cool?
Yeah.
All right.
He helped a lot of people too. A lot of us died, but he helped a lot of people too. The kids.
Oh, that dad.
You gotta just people.
We don't identify with birth dads here. Adopted dads are where it's at.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm one of the gods listening in.
People die. It's what we do while we're alive. And who we spend it with matters most. You got good people around you. I got good people around me now. For a long, long time. I let myself be by myself. It's dark. It doesn't get brighter being by yourself. Go on now. Go on
Where do you think we should start?
there.
That's not Fae.
Here's what I know. Eastern, they're
Sucks.
that's fucking crazy. Chaos and shit, and a lot of this stupid Fae stuff. People who know Fae are Fae. One you got, bad deal. He's low and told him he's come to make deals. Go to somebody who doesn't need to do that. Find somebody who in the fucking Fae, in the fucking East. Trip over somebody. Everybody knows some Fae people. Tons of it around here. What are they doing? Somebody I'm sure knows them. Make sure you go to one of the Sealy. Don't go to the unsealy. Sealy proud. You insult them, they'll kill you. But they're honest. They won't do trickery shit. But they got their pride. Like me. Hey, go on. Get out of here. Go be with your friends. Okay.
I don't even know where they're at.
Hogan's been saying about 20,000 gold. I'm betting they're going to collect.
I don't know where that's at.
All right, come on. Come on. He like stands up. You hear pop. As he like fully. You see,
Lay on hands.
he fully sips, puts the saucer and the tea back in his jacket.
Do I get bragging rights about that?
You don't fucking tell nobody. Tell anybody, you will be asleep forever. Come on, I don't want people knowing I'm nice.
Didn't somebody drink from his cup and they could understand what he said?
No, she got
No,
candy.
he gave me drugged candy.
That's what it was.
You got a Werther's.
Unwrapped with a little lid
Chef
on
gave
it.
her drug-induced candy, and then it like slowed down time to. He was like, "Well, actually,
Can you understand what I'm saying?
he leads you up to." No, Chef gave it, not Uther.
Yeah.
Uther leads you up to the top back. You. And you see just this dancer going, "Yeah, what's up?" Fuck off. My friend's gonna go get. He's helping an emissary. Where'd she go? You gotta go to the palace, man. Where's that?
Free love shit.
Psych. He gives directions. What the fuck do you fucking weirdos?
This place fucking sucks.
It's pretty, but you know, it's like I get it. You know, I get it. All right, go be with your friend. Don't keep an eye on your girlfriend.
Anybody touches her, you'll be asleep forever.
Don't worry, nobody will touch you. Just act like a basalt. Basalt likes you a lot. Just always talking about you.
You can speak to Basalt too.
I can speak everything.
You, me, Basalt play cards.
Telling you
We play
guys.
for money.
Yeah, I got
And you just came into a lot, so
yeah, of course.
done.
But we play with a new deck of cards. I'll buy a new deck of cards.
Fuck. Fine.
I've seen Rhea play too much. I know.
Yeah, you just piece of shit.
Yeah.
Rhea does, in fact, have her own set of cards that she insists on playing with.
Yeah, we'll play when you get back, okay? Done.
I go off into listening.
Okay. About 45 minutes into your guys' waiting, Zari walks up. It's just after that interaction that you had with the Ceritus and stuff.
You know what it's like to walk into a Bath and Body Works?
Awful, yeah.
You just get blasted with scents.
Ray is the first one to walk up to you, and it is that sensation specifically from
It's like
her.
walking into a Hollister and I'm like, oh god, it's in my eyes. What did you do?
Huh?
You smell
I smell great, huh?
a lot.
I will tell you
You smell
after.
a lot.
There's
She
an-
gets this
there's an
shifty look in
Abercrombie
her
down the
eyes.
street.
I'll tell you after.
I hand her the bag of holding. I'm just like, here's your stuff that you left on the ship.
Oh, thank you. I take 20 bottles of soap and put
Sleight of
it in
hand.
there.
Sleight of hand. With advantage. Right now, the attendant's purposely having a conversation with like Lute as you're playing, and you notice that when most people try to have a conversation with somebody playing an instrument, they struggle to like wait for a break, wait for the song to end and stuff. You notice that she almost asks you as part of a melody as you play the music. She kind of adds to this song as she asks you stuff. And it is a little much, but it is also very melodic.
Hey, I just met you.
This is crazy. Who's your friend now? And why are they asses?
That's just them.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
18.
18.
18.
Soap is secured.
Soap, perfume, security. You guys are there? Do you have any interaction with Zari or... Zari,
We're waiting for the money.
Okay.
And Zari's been in her room for, 3-4 days?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's good to see you out and about.
Uther kind of pushed me off the ship, so...
Like,
Not, like, overboard, but, like,
oh,
made to get the fuck out.
well, you have wings, so either way it could have worked.
I'm glad the city is pretty cool.
The city is great.
You smell amazing.
It's loud.
I wouldn't say loud, more like,
I hear
You should
everything.
start selling shirts.
I guess true.
I'm gonna
Come look at this
tell
painting.
you all about it.
This
when we leave
dragonborn
here.
What did you...
sculpted a whole life-size dragon.
Shh.
This entire place is a temple of fucking immortality. It's an abomination.
Whoa! I thought getting laid would make you nicer.
Didn't the place we just come from was like more of a place of immortality than anything? Like elves are just like
This is like
embodiments
a
of immortality.
celebration
No,
of
this is-
human life, of
This is
humanity,
false
or some shit.
immortality.
This is
It is through your works being lived on forever. It just feels gross to me.
Wouldn't you like a memory of yourself to be able
This
to live
is
on
my
forever?
life's goal, Yenna. I don't know if you noticed, but like I want to be
This is my
famous.
shtick.
I know you do, Lute. I know. I'm sorry.
I want to be immortalized by my work. Yes, I only live a fraction of you. So yes, I want my work to be lasted as long as you.
I mean, Yenna's gonna remember you the rest of her life, which
That's
is
no doubt about
remarkably
that.
longer than ours.
That's right. So I'm just saying, I want to be remembered.
Actually, she'll probably get
Forever.
dementia and then forget about all of us, but...
It's already
You think
happening.
so?
You come out of the closet after 4 days, and that's what you have to say?
Yeah,
She's been out of the closet for a while.
I have been.
Yeah. I was-
Poor choice of words. My mistake.
Don't worry, I got you.
I've never known her in the closet.
Elf just...
So real talk, guys, we're getting a big payday.
Yeah,
What are we doing with it?
paying our crew. Also, I think she deserves a lizard or another pet. And this time, don't
Not a
have your
dog.
child eat them.
Who? Zari?
As you're having this conversation, you guys hear the heavy footsteps of, like, plate armor. Somebody in heavy armor walking that
I didn't
sound of
force
metal
my
hitting
kid to
stone.
eat the lizard, okay? It wasn't my choice.
I know, it was more of a joke.
Also, okay, her girlfriend's asleep. We're gonna get her a puppy. That's like, hey, I'm sorry your mom's dead. Here's a puppy.
No, it's
No.
more like my son crashed your car. Here's a new one.
That's kind of more or less what I was thinking. What's a car?
Your carriage.
Yeah, carriage.
It's
Yeah,
slang for carriage, Lute.
Well, I hope you'll
Duh.
you'll
right?
certainly have
Yeah.
enough money for another carriage. Good evening, or good afternoon, I should say. You see a tall, slender but fit elf, short, coifed, pale, almost bleach platinum blonde, that super white blonde. You see elegant features and stuff. Would have been here sooner, but duties to attend to. But I've collected your payment. I have a couple of options if you have a preference, gems or coin. Forgive me, being terribly rude. First night, Bardon Istaris, and he gives a very low bow. Who may I have the honor of meeting?
The lovely
Hunter.
Lute.
MILF Hunters, lovely Lute.
I am the lovely Lute.
Pleasure to meet you.
As a group, we are the MILF Hunters.
Very well, you speak for them then.
I do, yes.
No.
Most of the time.
You,
Yeah.
I don't mean to offend you all, just quiet. Anyway, I have your payment. Do you prefer gems or coin?
Coin.
Coin.
You see, he reaches, puts a large bag. You
Small
notice,
bills, non-consequential.
you notice that this This very large bag should be very heavy. And for such a thin-framed person, he seems to be very strong as he sets it down on the table.
You seem to be very strong for such a frame as yourself.
You've noticed.
Yes.
Well, you don't get to be first paladin or first knight of Idun by...
So you're a paladin.
I have devoted myself, yes. I have made oaths. But, enough of this. You have
Do you
done...
enjoy that?
Yes. Well, I'm very happy with my
I
job.
look at Zari. The, like, devoting your life to a god thing?
My devotion is to the city.
Oh,
In the city.
Excuse me.
interesting.
Anyway, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for returning Holgan. He was a little distressed, but I imagine being stuck in the wilderness like that for,
Oh, yeah.
for
I'm
weeks.
honestly
He told
he
me some of the
survived.
horrors that he had to deal with.
Yeah, his
the brain
friend's
things?
brains got taken out, and then his friends tried to, like, drag him into the woods, and they had to kill them.
Well, brave adventurers like you are quite valuable resources indeed. Should you ever need work, please seek me out.
Yes, the wilderness is so horrible. She still has her back turned to the group, staring at that painting of the arachnid.
Ignore her.
It can be pretty, I guess. I'm sure.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
yeah, there was a lot of weird brain stuff happening in the woods where Hogan was. I think he's cool, but maybe just keep an eye, because
PTSD and
If he
all.
starts being weird, ask him questions only Holden, who is here, would know.
Well,
I would just,
I will keep that in mind.
I would hate to bring a brain.
If you
I
kill
can-
him and his brain pops out, kill the brain.
I'm sure he'll have audience with the king. The king will be able to sort him out. No
Okay,
problem.
just have people watch him
And his
and
brain.
tell.
He
But
will
we
be
kept him
taken- he will
very
be taken
safe.
care of.
We kept him very safe.
We did.
And I hope you feel our appreciation in this matter.
We do.
I'm gonna go to try to grab the bag. Is it as light as it made it look?
Roll strength check.
I'm
Put it in
so
the bag
glad
of
you
holding.
brought the bag of holding with you.
17 on the
You know what, keep that
die
thing
plus
on me.
1. That's an 18.
It's heavy. It's not. It's
Can I fake it? Make it seem like it's not that heavy?
roll performance.
It's like Mjolnir.
Strong man, Elm.
19.
Yeah, you're able to.
Yes, not that heavy.
This is fine.
This is what, 20,000 gold?
Yeah, you're.
Goddamn.
It's heavy.
I
It's
opened
not
the bag
again.
of
It's not like an unmovable amount, but it is just a lot of.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of gold.
Oh, for your frame, I'm actually quite surprised you were able to do that.
Thanks, it wasn't even all that heavy.
Why are you sweating?
Because it's hot in here.
Why is your vein
actually
popping
quite
out of your
tepid.
forehead?
I will say it is quite warm in here.
I've never seen you sweat.
It's not sweat.
You're never warm.
I'm
Are you
frosting
feeling
over.
okay?
He's got a little frostbite, right?
You just start snowflakes.
Yeah, I basically like it's like the dew on grass in a cold spring day.
You feeling okay?
Well, well, please enjoy the city. As I said, if are any of you intending on staying, or are you just here to collect the reward?
I think if we stay any longer, Lute might be here forever.
I intend on visiting the college.
Now you've heard about the College of Ardney.
Yes.
Finest in Thera.
Do you have any recommendations for a day in the town?
Well, I do like to frequent the Jade Dragon, it's the local casino. Lovely place. Lots of fun games to be had, but just walk the streets. There's jesters, painters, dancers. Architecture itself is a marvel.
How's
Just
the crime?
no city is without crime, but as my duty as first paladin, or rather first knight of Idun, I do my best to make sure that the city is well kept and safe.
No, you misunderstood the question. We wanted to participate in some
Yeah, shut up!
Oh, I understand. You're under arrest.
Don't get arrested.
Oh, you're a criminal.
You said don't get arrested? Let me tattle on myself to the first night.
Where do I commit crimes? I mean, is it safe here?
How's
I
the
mean,
crime here? Is it fun?
What's the
Is it
best place
exciting?
that has low security and easy?
Yeah, what are the guard rotations?
Can you draw me a
So-
map of the castle?
the vault.
What's
Is
it
it
like?
nice? Can
Yeah.
you show me?
Do you guys have a jewelry store that just doesn't have anybody looking over it? quick in and out.
As I said, please walk through the streets. There are plenty of businesses, venues. There's art abound. It's kind of the
Any
joy of the city.
what are the lizards called? Any like mount businesses?
Mounts, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a lovely Pegasi stable.
Ooh. Well, there you go.
Yay.
Any riding lizards?
I don't need
I
a horse with wings.
I don't
have
know
my
of any riding lizards
Then you
in
can
the
have my
city,
riding
but
lizard
we
and I'll
could
fucking buy
go
a
to some
horse
of the
with
local
wings.
bestiaries. I'm not apprised of every business here. Best I try.
Yeah.
I'll buy a fucking horse with wings. He's pissed off about that.
How dare you turn down buying a Pegasi?
That's pretty cool. Pretty sick.
The
God's
fuck's
favorite
wrong with
lesbian
you,
on a
sir?
Pegasi? Anyway.
God's favorite lesbian who has wings on a horse with wings.
That
Double wings.
It's a hat on a hat, guys.
Can you fly? If you were riding a horse and you needed to get away with said horse, you would have to go buy a horse and fly away.
But what if you get
the
it from-
horse had wings, you could go, horse,
What if you get it
let's
from
go.
Poetry?
Perfect
Poetry
Yoshi
doesn't have
situation
wings.
where the gap's just too far. You can jump off, but Yoshi will just go right back.
Yeah, you're
Poetry
okay with
doesn't have
sacrificing
wings.
the
suit
horse.
on a Yoshi.
Anyway,
Exactly.
We're
You say poetry doesn't have
Getting
wings, and
yourself.
Zari's like,
Please,
sleeping.
please. Some of
no
the best.
forever.
We have some of the best craftsmen in all
Feels
of
like
there.
it.
I want to go get something that I lost.
Okay.
Okay.
We're
Best of luck.
not calling him again.
It's not a castle, is
no,
it?
no, no, no. No, I don't. Once again, I need
That
to
being
figure
said,
that out.
we do have some fine stonemasons if you're looking to build a castle.
Could I learn history of my people? I apparently okay. Long
we
story
have
short.
libraries, yes.
Long story short, I had a castle. Don't know how I got the castle because I never knew my parents, and I.
What is? Do you know your name?
Well, my last name's not like. My last name's Warren, but that's not my parents' name. I never knew my parents.
Could make things challenging.
I have an
could-
idea, but we should discuss it not in front of this guy.
Yeah.
Rude. What I would say is you should seek out a divination wizard.
That's what I was gonna say. Except I was thinking like some like drink your blood and some voodoo stuff.
We're not
That's
about
just
that.
a vampire. We don't like them.
Well, thank you, First
we are
Night.
looking for one though.
On an unrelated note,
I would say if you are looking for magics in the sort, do so within the city. Once you go outside the city walls, we have Fey wards to help prevent Fey from interfering with
Yeah,
our business here.
I
Fae.
love that. I love that.
About that. That's where my castle went.
Trouble with the Fey? You know, you might be able to find someone at the casino. There are lots of adventurers who spend their earnings and winnings there, and many of them have experiences with Fey creatures.
Oh.
Ask him how to get out of a Fey deal.
definitely want to go shopping and then
Mm-hmm.
casino and college and.
I think
The city is a splendor, after all.
we
Please,
don't know the
go
hours
enjoy
of
it.
the college, so
Uh,
we should probably check that out.
Regretfully, I must leave.
Elm hits him
man.
with a very like assertive like bow, kind of like he did before.
I like you. What did Elm Warren?
Elm Warren.
I'll remember the name. Thank you.
Yeah, just
I give them the predator handshake.
He goes, well met, the lovely Lute.
Rhea, no last name.
Rhea omitted.
Redacted.
Sorry.
I'm still in front of that painting with my arms crossed.
That's Deanna.
Yenna. Very well. Please, enjoy. Bid you do. You see that he turns to the attendant, gives a light nod, and then goes back into the castle.
I'll take back the bag of holding, since I could probably hear people coming up behind us
Yeah.
better.
I'm gonna go to a magic items shop. Who wants to come with me? This is the most excited you've seen Elm in a very long time.
I'll go with you, Elm.
So,
Thank you.
real quick, shopping. Anybody want to be doing anything other than shopping? You want to go to the college?
Yes, Rhea really
I want to go
wants
shopping and then the college.
to. Okay,
Shopping, then college?
I think Rhea turns to Lute like, "This is your day.
I know.
This is your day. You want to go shopping and then the college?"
Well, I know. I mean, Muriel said to meet me after our stuff was done,
Well, I think we should do that then.
and she don't
and then shop.
necessarily know when I'm gonna get done.
Okay.
Shopping is our stuff.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying.
Oh, okay, valid.
Ooh, and then I can
Hopefully she's like enjoying herself out and about too.
He also might be able to get her something.
Yeah.
Ooh, a gift. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You should get her
Yenna.
an instrument.
Yenna.
Shopping?
Yenna, you've been staring at that painting forever. You must like it.
Yenna, I'll go buy you a tree or something.
She's gonna try to hide this as much as possible, so I don't know if this is a roll or not, but she's gonna wipe tears from her eyes as she turns back to the group from the painting.
I will say your choice of either sleight of hand or stealth. I think that she's doing this while you guys are like having a conversation and then turning to her.
That is a 25.
All of you
Damn.
miss it except for Zara. Zara, you very, very, just the tail end kind of glimpse what
Yeah.
she's doing.
Yeah, that the executor or whoever that approached me about that painting touched a nerve.
Sure.
And
I had rolled an insight because I was feeling like Yenna was a little off.
Upset.
Yeah, and I had said like jokingly, Yenna, I thought getting laid would make you nicer, but
What'd you get on your insight?
it was a dirty 20.
Okay. What do you feel that Raya is able to garner with the dirty 20?
yeah, something's off. But Yenna's pretty
Trying to-
fucking stoic all the time anyway,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to tell. She
You're like, she's mad at me.
She's got dementia.
Yeah.
She's got dementia.
I'm
It's-
like,
And we lost her. And she's trying to figure out where
she's
she is.
back. Okay.
I think she's mad I took all the soap. I think that's what it is. She knows.
Good deal.
Yeah, I'll just turn back to the group. So wherever we feel best to go, I'm along for the ride.
You get your lady a gift too.
Yeah.
So what I'll ask you guys as we're nearing the end of our session, is there any RP that you guys would like to have before we get into the nitty-gritty of shopping? This would be reflected in you guys as walking through the street, talking, making notice. Any RP that you guys would want to have, otherwise we'll call it there.
Do you still seem like kind of sheltered or like walled off when we're walking? Or do you kind of perk up a little bit?
I know I'll be back to normal. I mean, she's kind of walled off anyway, but
Yeah.
back to normal. Like, just,
Back to
The
normal
normal
walls,
walled
not the
off.
extra, not the extra tall walls.
Lute's the happiest you've ever seen him. He's just like, oh my gosh, look at this, guys, oh my gosh.
Elm is kind of like that too. It's like it's a different type of excitement because I mean yours is like this is my dream place, but like for Elm he's like this is just magical. He's like I've never seen a place so happy. Like this place just seems happy.
And I think without putting too much attention on Zari for being out of her room, Rhea is just making sure to, while they're like gasping and blah blah blah, to walk next to Zari, and if she stops to look at something, like
To be there.
engaging in conversation or just being by her.
As you
I think Yenna would have wanted to talk to Zari, but seeing Rhea right there, she doesn't.
Gotta ruin everything, Rhea.
I'm just with the group. I'm not behind. I'm not lagging. But I was gonna try to talk to Zari, but with Rhea right there, I won't.
as you guys are walking through the streets, artists are abound. We leave as you're about to walk into the trade district, and as you are there, you see 4 performers just kind of rolling on, almost like circus performers. You see an Earth Genasi, a little bit of a different frame, but still kind of a stone-like complexion. But you notice with him, instead of like a tattoo, you notice that he has all of these carved little holes throughout his body and things, and you see there is a fire and an air and a water genasi. And as this Earth Genasi begins to dance, you see that they begin to dance and flow through the water genasi, moving through and gliding through and doing impossible kind of dances that people just cannot contort or mix to. You notice as the air genasi passes through, you hear the beautiful sound of whistles and flutes and reeds. You see as the fire genasi goes, the stance and dance gets a little bit more firm and rigid, and like a fire show at a festival, you see just the immediate light illuminate this street as the fire genasi not only stays red but fluctuates to purples and greens and blues and oranges. Welcome to the City of Splendor. That is where we will end tonight's session. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all had fun, and we'll see you next week for a shopping episode.
See you next Tuesday, and we won't be here next Wednesday.
We won't be here next week.
We won't be here.
I lied.
We won't be here until the new year.
We won't be here till 2025.
Bye.
Bye.